Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly Team Fireball call. Whether you're here live or whether you're watching the recording or on Facebook, we're so glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. If for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kristi Simpson. I am a wife of over 30 years, a mom of 3 adult boys, and by training and education, I'm a scientist, but that is my background, and that is what really kicked in high gear when Alice told me about protandem. I dove into those studies, and it was light bulb after light bulb after light bulb that went off. And 6 years later, I'm still here, still trucking along, and I guess I'm just freaking stubborn. I'm not leaving. I'm here for life. So I'm so glad and honored to be able to lead this call tonight because we just got back from Orlando, and it was an amazing elite academy. Oh, the energy in that room was just so fabulous. And you always get these amazing nuggets, and we come back and try to share with you these wonderful things that we've learned. But y'all, there is no substitute for being there, for being washed in the energy and seeing people that have become like family, and having like another reunion. It feels like just this family reunion every time we go. And you get to meet new people if you're doing it right. You meet new people, you get new stories, you get new little bits of information, and you keep stuffing them into your brain, and they have an additive effect, and you come back and you're so wired and stoked. And that's why doing this call right after Elite Academy is so much fun, because your energy is high and you're so excited, and it's just fun to share, and we're trying to get all of it out to you. But first, before I move on, I'd like to congratulate those who got new enrollments last week. I think that these names are on repeat. Jenny Field, and that's congratulations. Sunshine Diaz, oh Sunshine, you rocking it, girl. And Kate Dose, congratulations, Kate. Y'all did a great job. Just keep on keeping on, and we like to applaud you and tell you congratulations, and we're so proud of you to keep on going like you do. All right, so the TGA call, we've posted the link on WhatsApp. If you don't have WhatsApp, please reach out to one of us, and we will be happy to help you get it set up or give you the link to the recording of the TGA call. You guys, that call, if you don't know what TGA is, sorry, it's Team Global Aloha. That's our parent team. We're under this team. But anyway, they're out of Hawaii, and they had the call earlier this evening, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I highly recommend you go watch that replay. Laura Bishop led it, and she did a great job covering the MVP program, which is new. I still don't have all the little details down. It's pretty simple, but my brain is just not getting it. But the MVP program is replacing the bonus pool. I don't know if you know what the bonus pool was, but for getting 5 customers and a minimum of 500 PV in a month, we were getting a bonus, a little share of the pool that they had set aside for all distributors to be able to get every month. Well, they discontinued that program, and now they're implementing the MVP program. And there's 2 different ways, or actually multiple ways, to get the bonuses. But one of them is by selling, and it's called MVP Seller, and it's a $100 bonus. But the MVP, I want to say it's the Builder. There are 3 different bonuses that you can get: $100, $500, or $1,500, and that's every month, you guys. So the harder you work, the more they pay you. So you're already doing the stuff you're supposed to be doing, but they're giving you bonus on top of that for doing what you're already supposed to be doing. It's really fabulous. So Laura Bishop did a great job covering that. She shared her screen and used the videos from the company. It was really fabulous. So I highly recommend watch that part if you want to know more about the MVP program. But the big news from this weekend, you guys, is in June 17th and 18th, they're having a special event in Salt Lake City at headquarters. And it's called Activate. And they're doing a lot of different things. One of them is like giving us a tour of the new, yay, Jenny just said Carol just registered. Yeah, Carol's gonna be with us. Yay, Carol, I can't wait. It's gonna be a huge party. So it's going to be different from Elite Academy. We were not completely sure what all they're going to do, but it is guaranteed to be amazing. It's guaranteed to be a great party, and they're going to treat us right because it's LifeVantage. So we know it's going to be fabulous. I cannot wait. Every one of us who was in Elite Academy this weekend is registered. So get registered and come with us. Get on a plane with us if you're coming from Georgia. Get in a car if you're out west and within driving distance of Salt Lake. It's going to be amazing. Like, it's just the LifeVantage is just doing these new, yay, Jenny's mom, Carrie, registered today too. You guys, we're stepping it up. We're going to be having a ball. But LifeVantage is trying to do these really new things. They're trying to keep things fresh and keep things exciting and give something to us to keep us rolling and our energy up, because you guys, these events really help keep your energy up. We need them to recharge our batteries. We need them to stay engaged and to be excited together, and not just that, but also build our team up, bond together, enjoy each other, like we did Friday night. This last Friday night, Alice and Jenny and Abby and I went axe throwing in Orlando, and it was a ball. And at the same time, Allison and Sunshine went to the Rye Fry party. They were dancing and having a great time, hobnobbing with Pro 10s and all the elites. And so there's always something to have fun at these things, you guys. So real quick, I'm just going to share a couple of things that I took away from this Elite Academy, and then I'll pass it over to you guys to share your nuggets. They've been doing this new thing at Elite Academies in the last little bit, where they have a panel of people up there but it's not just a panel of people, it's of a series of ranks. Like this last one, it was Blue Elam, who's Pro 10, had 3 of his downline on the stage, and one of them was a Pro 1, you guys. So it was a Pro 7, a Pro 4, and a Pro 1, and they were all telling their stories about how they met each other and how they recruited each other and how they're doing this thing that's duplication. And it was so powerful. Not just because of the message that Blue was trying to get across. He was talking about the 4 phases of doing these rank advances, and the new role that you get into when you reach a given rank is you're not just doing the invites, you're not just doing the enrolling, you have new roles as you go up. And I can't tell you how many times that's been talked about before, but this really stuck with me because it was a totally new way with these great stories from real human beings up there representing the ranks and talking about what they're doing and what they're doing with their time. It was just really fabulous. It is one of those things that there's no way that I could get across to you completely how amazing it was, because you had to be there and be listening and hearing the emotion from these people and hearing their excitement about their future. And that was one of those little things that's just going to stick with me for a long time, because it was just that powerful to me, especially when the Pro 4 got choked up and he was in tears on the stage. It was so emotional and so really got my heart. And I will always remember his face and how he made me feel, because that's what this whole thing is about with interacting with people, is they're going to remember how you made them feel more than they're going to remember what you said. And that's just such a universal truth with humans. And I keep being reminded of that every Elite Academy and every Life Vantage Academy and all of these great training sessions, you guys. It's just, it's good stuff. It's the best kind of stuff in life. So enough of me. I'm going to turn the call over to whoever wants to share nuggets. I know that you're prepared, Abby. I gave you oh yay, I gave you warning, so please share your favorite takeaways from Elite Academy.
I got my notebook out because I knew there was just so much, and I knew that if I didn't read from some of the stuff I wrote, that I'd forget everything that was going on. It was just wonderful, and like just an overload of information. And so I narrowed it down a little bit. So the first thing that kind of stuck with me the most was to be a good student, and especially when I am still learning and still trying to grow my business and get a grasp on everything, is to just absorb as much as I can and figure out not only how to introduce people to it, but just absorb everything that my upline and sideline and everything that they have to offer me, because they've been there, they've done that, they've walked where I'm at right now. So that was kind of the first thing. And then my other 2 things kind of go together. Daisy said to pick your DMO, what you're going to do on the daily to keep your business in your forefront, and just being consistent about it. And I picked mine to be my social media and my 2 people a week. So kind of narrowing it down and not making it so overwhelming for myself, but small little goals and, slowly chipping away at what I want. And then just being more active on my social media, just because I feel like I can reach so many more people there. And like, I mean, why not make a relationship with somebody who's, across the state or across the United States, reach out to them. And then my last thing is to really attract my tribe. And there was one guy that got up and he talked about how he had the exact vision of what he wanted his first partner to be. And he had, he wanted it to be a man between this age, and he wanted these goals to be in that other person's mind. And, I just want to be able to find the person that I think would fit best with myself, and build a vision and attract that person and those type of people to help grow with me. I don't want just any person. I want somebody who's going to see what I'm seeing and grow where I want to grow. So those were some of my takeaways.
Those are awesome, Abby. Oh, great note taking. And I'm so glad that you brought that up about you don't want just anybody, because for the first year in this business, I was like, oh, I'll take anybody. I don't care who it is. I want everybody to sign up under me. But you figured it out early. Don't want just anybody. You want people who want to run with you. You want people who are like you. You want people who have the same goals and visions that you do. I am so impressed with that. Congratulations. That's great stuff. Okay. Who would like to share next?
Well, I can go. I'll follow up, Abby. Only because taking Abby, I mean, I've been to, this is like my 4th event now that I have attended, and being able to take one of your own teammates with you is absolutely incredible. And to watch Abby over the 2 days, watch her eyes just open up and her heart open up and her mind open up to see the bigger picture was, I think, incredible for me. Like, these events are incredible in themselves, and you take away so much from all of that, but to be able to experience that with your team, and I'm sure you guys felt the same way, like when I came to my first event, and you get to see them really start to believe and really get that like foundation of that belief in themselves, that foundation of the belief in the industry, in the company, and these products, because it's all presented at these events. And so, I mean, like, I wrote down all other kinds of things and I was going to go off of that, but then I was like, nope, I'm just going to share this because I feel like it's so much more impactful. But like that, I feel like that was a huge takeaway for me, seeing that in her. And then that I think in itself made me believe so much more, but I mean, these events, like, we can tell you all day long, you got to go, like, they're amazing. You learn this, and this, but really until you go, you don't know, like, you really don't know. And so come in June, like, I feel like I'm like on cloud 9 right now with Carol, going. We are working on Janae. Like, have you all texted her? Have you all texted her? text her before you go to bed, because she has till tomorrow to register to get that discount. But just to be able to see the growth and that excitement grow in somebody else because they are experiencing it, I think is priceless in itself. But I did write down a few things. We get to learn so much about the products and the company itself. And what was really kind of, I guess, like striking for me is when I think it was Dr. Brian Dixon talked about Nerf 2 starts to work within 5 days from taking it. And that is clinically proven. And I don't know, that stuck with me because I have a lot of people ask me, like, well, when's this going to work? And when am I going to feel something? And now I can tell them that, this is clinically proven. It's going to work. It's going to start working within 5 days. Let's see, was there one other thing? I don't know. I got lost. I got excited about Abby and about Carol, and my mom's coming too. But these events really truly are what help grow our belief, and what helps us take the steps forward when we feel stuck in our business. That's all I got.
Oh, thanks, Jenny. And you're right. The first time when you came to your first event, I was so floored and so excited for you to see what it was all about. I cannot imagine how much more exciting it is when it's your own child. It was just like watching you, Abby, it was awesome this weekend, and it just made it even more fun for every single one of the rest of us. Let me just tell you that it just made it that much better. But I will turn it over to Alice. I know you're wanting to talk, right, Alice?
I figured I'd unmute so I'd be ready. So I have so much to share, but I'm going to try to keep it short. One of the things that stuck with me was at the beginning, when Steve Fife, our CEO, jumped on and just talked about the importance of, like, with companies and in business and in ourselves as we grow, the importance of evolution and innovation and being able to pivot and change and adapt and transform, and how the climate has changed. Like, COVID has really affected people and shifted their consumer behavior, like in their perspective. And I just love that he's aware of that and that he wants to change with the world. Like, he wants to make the world a better place. He wants our company to be in tune and able to meet, like, not just consumer demand, but just meeting the distributors and, like, finding our needs and helping us. And it was just really cool how he talked about how Pro Tandem started and created the activation story. And I just feel like we go way back, like our roots are so deep, and we're just positioned for so much growth and so much greatness just as a company and as people. And he also talked about how network marketing is more agile than any other business model and more inclusive. And I thought that was just a beautiful way of describing network marketing, because it is the most adaptive, like it just, and it really boils down to the individual distributors, how we tend to attract like-minded people, and it can grow in all these different, directions. And so it's just really cool to see all the teams, the different people, different walks of life, some that you connect with, some not so much. And so we all have totally different takeaways, even though we watch the same exact training. So that's just really cool in itself. one of the things that really stuck with me, and I always forget her name. Kristi, you know her name, the girl, lady with the gray hair, the fun one who builds on social media.
Melissa Brown.
Melissa Brown. Okay,
Melissa
so
Brown.
she's really fun and just herself, and she is not afraid to offend anyone, and she just has a great sense of humor. But one of the things, her theme was how to be fearless on social media. And she said, you have to remember that people are like magnets, and you're going to attract some people and you're going to repel some people. And you just have to know that that's okay. Like, you just have to show up as yourself. And she said that real is not only attractive, it's attainable. It's attainable for all of us, like being ourselves. So I just thought that was really cool. And Daisy also said something that fit with that. And, you know, she just said, don't overthink it. You know, like when we start overthinking is when we shut down and we don't act. And so I, you know, try to keep that in the back of my mind, because I'm really bad about that when I get nervous and I just like shut down. And then instead of doing what I wanted to do, I talk myself out of it. So I really wanted to remember that and share that with you guys. And then what was something else that, oh, and I love the word sprinkle. Daisy talked about how on social media, we want to sprinkle a little bit about our company, about just our work. It didn't feel like work, did it? But sprinkle it in your lives, in your posts, but don't become a billboard. Like, we're not getting on there to just sell products. We're on there to captivate people so that they want to see more. So I really like that concept. So you're really just trying to engage with people and develop relationships and show a side of yourself so that, you know, people want to see more, you know, people want to learn more about you. That's when you can share more information. So I think that's it. I'll let anybody else share if they would like to.
Great,
Hi.
Alice. Thanks,
Oh.
Allison.
Yeah, that's all good stuff, Alice, and Jenny and Abby, and yeah, you guys, I took a lot of those same thoughts with me as well. You know, but I think my biggest takeaway from this event is the community and the culture of our company and the people that are in this company, whether it be upline, crossline, not even related, you know. And for those of you who didn't go or may not know, our sweet, shiny sunshine, who is just one of the most amazing humans I've ever met, had a pretty traumatic thing happen over this weekend. And it was funny because we, as we're driving to Orlando, we were joking. It was me, Alice, and Kristi, and Sunshine in the car. And we're joking about how all these memories of all these different events we've been to throughout the years, there's always some like crazy moment, you know, that happens. And you don't experience these things if you don't go to these events. You know, it's just, you can't get these experiences virtually. And so it's just funny stuff that happens and memories that you make. And so we were just like reminiscing about all the crazy stuff that happens at each one. And we're like, oh, what's going to happen at this one? You know? And so we had such an amazing first day there, like went kayaking, that Alice just researched this amazing trip, you know, for excursion for us. And just to be able to bond with your team and like go and do fun stuff together and just have these life experiences. And so we were all kayaking through these springs where you could just see through the water, and there were no alligators. And we got out and we were like kind of playing in the water, and we get back, and
Sunshine had her yoga pants on her over her bathing suit when we left, and we get back and she's like, where are my pants? Somehow Sunshine lost her pants during our kayak trip. And so we were just dying because we're like, how did you lose your pants, Sunshine? So she's like, I don't know. So anyway, I was like, we're starting off with a bang. Sunshine losing her pants. This is gonna go down in the books for like this, or like anyway, we had a great time though that first day. And then for those of you who don't know, on our team, Sunshine actually had a brain hemorrhage this weekend. She had one 7 years ago, which is kind of part of her journey with LifeVantage, because it really helped her heal from kind of the residual effects from that initial brain hemorrhage. And she bounced back from that amazingly, but she really had a hard journey coming back from it, like learning how to walk, how to talk again, how to, do math, how to read, and so, her journey is incredible. Her story is incredible. And she's come so far, and no one ever really knew, they never really knew what caused it, and never really thought, that it was an issue or that would happen again. And it did. It happened again this weekend, but thankfully not as bad. But she did have to go to the hospital. It was a little scary there for a minute. And fortunately they were able to figure out why it happened. And thankfully there's a path to preventing it from happening in the future. And thankfully she is able to she's still physically strong, still doing amazing. But she still has some recovery and therapies that she's going to have to do to kind of get back to where, with her speech and stuff. But one thing that really, for me, was such an amazing thing to see was the community of our tribe and those in, our upline or crossline, how they came together to rally around her. And her family. They took it upon themselves to create, a way to give their family some financial support. People that didn't really even know her, that just knew of her or knew her story from before, that just rallied to say, what can we do? How can we help? And that love and outpouring of support, to me, is what this is all about and why we do this. And even if you don't make any money, even if you're just in this company and you're literally spending every dollar you make on the products to just, for yourself or your family, you cannot put a dollar amount on the family that we have with this company. And so my takeaway is that's just invaluable, and I haven't had a chance to actually watch a lot of the speakers from the second day, but thankfully we have that virtual the link to be able to watch it. So for anybody who wasn't there, I would just encourage you guys to go watch the speakers. Because I've heard a lot of this stuff, when you go, we've been doing this for 7-8 years, and yes, you always get fresh views, you always get inspired, you always get the takeaways, but a lot of it is repetitive, and repetition is the mother of knowledge, right? It takes that, and depending on where you are in your journey with you're going to take things away, even if you've heard it a million times. When you're kind of in the right place, the right time in your business, it's going to stick out to you more, and you're going to learn more from that than if you were just starting out, and maybe you're talking about mentoring and leadership when you're just still brand new. That's not going to stick with you as much. But just for me, I feel like it just highlights the importance of going to events to really see face to face the people that are in this company, because if you're not making those connections in person, it's really difficult to kind of get that true feeling of the love and compassion and just that bonding, that people like, oh my gosh, like it's just amazing. I met so many new people that have just, joined recently, like that came from Hawaii that, I mean, I see them on a Zoom, but it's so different when you're in person. You get to hug them, you get to like tell your stories to each other and get really personal. And so it just really made me realize, because, sometimes it's like, oh, when you go to events in the beginning, it's for you. And then after you get a team, you're really going to the events for your team. You have to show up for your team to show up. You have to lead by example. And sometimes you have a lot going on in life and you're like, oh, how am I going to make this work? And you might not think it's important, but it is important, not only for yourself, but also for your team to do that. And then to make those connections with other people. And so for me, that was just hit so home. It's just to really realize like what an incredible family and community that we have here in the culture. And I know it's not like that in every company. You hear people that come from different network marketing companies, and even people that are like in our corporate staff with LifeVantage say, they've had, 20, 30 years in this industry, and all of them say, we've never seen a culture like this in any of these other companies we've worked with. There's just something special about LifeVantage. The people that generally tend to come in this company are there because they truly want to help people. They truly love people. It's about something way bigger than ourselves, way bigger than how much money we're going to make. And so I just felt so much love and gratitude after coming out of this. Even though I missed a lot of the speakers, it didn't matter to me, because I'm just like, it just showed me how we are so blessed to be a part of this. And and I'm so thankful that Sunshine is on this call tonight, and she's home and she's out of the hospital and she's doing great, and she's going to do even better and better every day. And I just feeling very, very grateful for being able to be with everyone this weekend. So that's what I have.
Oh, thank you so much, Allison, for sharing all that. Sunshine, we love you so much. And we were so worried. And the relief that I have felt ever since you got out of the hospital, it's increased and increased and increased. And I'm sure that that's the case for everybody else. We love you so much. And you're right, Allison, the outpouring of support and love from the entire team and then some was phenomenal. And it really cements the fact that we are in the right place. We're in the right company.
I want to say one, and I don't know, this is hard, but Facebook, because here I'm able to say myself, and it's just, who knows what I'm able to say, because it might be, hi, and it just be a little bit, if that's okay, because it's so hard, and you just do a little bit, but it's very hard to say something just a little bit. It's very hard because to not do it, I'm supposed to do it anything, right? I can't, that's it. So no matter whatever it is, I'm just, here I am, this is in front of me, and it'll get better every day. And I'll just laugh a lot.
Oh my God, son, you are incredible. You like you don't even need words. None of like your heart and your soul, it is in your smile. It is in everything. I mean, I'm in so much awe because you show up. You
Yeah.
show up in the most beautiful of yourself
Yeah.
every day, every single minute, no matter what. Like you share the world. Like, I mean, it is just incredible. I have so much respect for you, and I feel blessed to be a part of your family and to know you and to be a part of this team. And I have to admit that that's the biggest takeaway is that
Right.
we are incredibly blessed to be here. Um,
Yeah.
like so hard,
Yeah.
like words are so hard.
Well,
Like,
it's not. It gonna like. Here I am. Well, this is what I have to say, and I can't. This not. This nuts now. So tomorrow I'll do more. And, oh well, whatever.
absolutely. Like every day we do what we can, you know?
Oh my
And
God.
it's all about just showing up and just
Yeah.
be and
Right.
that's
And that's and like, well, who cares? Let's try it. And if somebody that's listen, great. If you don't listen, you're to listen, great. Or bye. Who cares? But I can do it because every day it's gonna be better every single day. Oh
absolutely.
my goodness.
Oh, and you're inspiration, and there is no doubt in anybody's mind that when you are sharing with people that you are doing it from your heart. Like you have the purest intentions and nobody could ever deny that. So I so strong. I
Oh,
cannot believe how amazing, and I'm so proud of your daughter. Your daughter is an
oh,
incredible being, and she is a testament of how amazing her mother is.
I
How you
know. Thank goodness. She's like, okay, here we go. I mean, she's just great. It's awesome. Thank goodness. Yeah. Every day you'll still see here and you'll see on Facebook every a day. As
I love you. You are such an inspiration. If you can get on Facebook every day, maybe I need to do it too.
right. I know, right? Why not?
Why
Oh,
not? Yes. So proud of you.
good. Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Sunshine. We love you so much. And Alice is right. Your heart, it comes flowing out of you. You have this aura about you. And it's why everybody loves you. They can't help but love Sunshine.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the call, you guys. I'm so sorry for those of you watching the recording. We went way over, but I think it was totally worth every minute that we went over. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week and see you next Monday night at the same time.
Good
bye.
night.